Ahí viene por unos tacos.
And we should show others that they should follow this example. Let's make a call for solidarity, and I think also the other organizations that are not necessarily for immigration, but let's remember that every struggle is linked. Let's remember that we're all fucked under this government, and not only the people here in the U.S., but many people in other countries around the world. Thank you for coming. And remember, like anybody that hasn't had any tacos or coffee, you know, we have free tacos and coffee, although donations are for them.
¿No tiene francés?
Let's go around so don't get there.
We're getting ready to march. The police is asking if we are ready, and I want an answer from everybody. Are we ready to march? I want to say two things here, very briefly. First is happy birthday. Happy birthday to everybody, because this is the fifth anniversary of the first Grand March that sparked, marches around the nation. And that's important. It's a birthday party. It's a birthday march. And we don't get to commemorate, so many of our struggles. And I'm happy that we are commemorating today that struggle who started and has not ended. This is a 5-year-old baby, and we're gonna see it grow to 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 40 years, and 50 years. Not 50 years marching and not getting results, but 50 years commemorating that we started something, and we're gonna keep doing it until it is necessary. And that's the other thing I wanna talk about. We marched in 2006, in 2007, in 2008, and then we stopped marching in 2009 because the directive from Washington was, don't march, don't make waves, go to the polling places and elect Democrats, and 2010 is going to be our year, and do electoral work, and don't march, don't march, don't march. And people didn't march. And what happened? We left the streets empty, and somebody else took over the streets. And that somebody else is the Tea Party. The Tea Party started marching. The Tea Party started having rallies, sponsored, millions of dollars behind them, but they took over the streets. And they keep doing it. And we see the results. So we have to keep marching, because we have to keep the streets occupied by us. We can't leave the streets open for the Tea Parties and the anti-immigrant and the Minuteman forces and the Ku Klux Klans. We can't do that. That's why we have to keep marching. Carmela's right. This May Day is Sunday. No excuse for not coming to march, and we are not going to be marching alone. All the Arizona states are going to be marching, and there are like 14 Arizona states. And all the Wisconsin states are going to be marching. And there are like 10 Wisconsin states. So everybody march, start spreading the word. We are marching on May Day because we are not going to leave the streets open for anybody else. The streets belong to us. The streets belong to the fight for justice, not to the fight for injustice that represent the other people who took over the streets when we stopped marching. Thank you much, and let's get ready. We start marching in 1 minute or so.
Compañeros, nosotros venimos de la Ciudad de México, formamos parte del Movimiento Binacional por la Esperanza que protege los derechos de los migrantes, tanto aquí como allá. Allá en México están pasando las situaciones muy difíciles. En el Congreso de la Unión intentaron aprobar una ley migratoria que criminalizaba literalmente a nuestros hermanos de América Latina en su cruce hacia la frontera, hacia los Estados Unidos, persiguiendo el sueño americano. Afortunadamente estas leyes no fueron aprobadas como tal, no se criminalizaron a nuestros compañeros. Eso significa que tenemos la autoridad moral para venir a pelear por nuestros derechos humanos, por nuestros derechos de nuestros inmigrantes. La reforma migratoria, la ley SBS es una ley que criminaliza y que sataniza a los trabajadores migrantes. los inmigrantes no somos criminales, somos trabajadores. La juventud principalmente ha sido afectada en el cruce hacia México, hacia este sueño americano, ya que es uno de los principales motivos por los cuales estamos aquí. No es nada más por conseguir un bienestar, sino es para sustentar a nuestras familias que dejamos en México. Por otra parte, nuestra solidaridad es para este movimiento un mensaje de que debemos estar debidamente organizados, que las situaciones son difíciles aquí en Estados Unidos, pero son más difíciles estar allá en Estados Unidos mexicanos, ya que las políticas neoliberales del gobierno panista de Felipe Calderón han sido y son violentas hacia todos los humanos y hacia todos los sectores. Así es que les agradecemos por la invitación. Aquí estamos con el compañero Mújica, que también sabe cómo es la situación allá. También estamos aquí con nuestros compañeros Carlos Arango, y lo único que queremos es transmitir un mensaje de solidaridad, apoyo y vernos aquí el 1 de mayo mejor organizados y que nos multipliquemos más, enviando todos los mensajes a nuestras familias y a nuestros migrantes también. ¡Bravo!